Hey, what is up guys, GuitarRock here, welcome back to another AFK journey video. Alright, this is like a pre-release reroll plans or thoughts going into this, right? So this is not going to be the ultimate reroll guide. I will make a separate reroll guide later on because I'm still waiting for the official server to basically launch. I'm making this 10 or 12 hours before the official launch server. So let's talk a little bit more about rerolling in this game, whether or not you should do it, right? Because it's something that, you know, I think a lot of people might not like to reroll as much. And Prit1, a website that I've been following a lot, have released sort of like a basic reroll guide. Now this is not going to be super accurate, right? It's not, at least for now, not 100% confirmed because it's based upon the latest PTR client server. Alright, maybe they might change certain things during the official launch, which we'll never know. But if we are basing this upon Prit1's official guide reroll server and everything, you know, it should take you about, I would say, 30 to 40 minutes before you reach this particular city, which is Holystone, right? You basically reach right here. So you basically start somewhere here, you move up, and then you reach here, and then basically you have access to the rolls. Right here, the rolls is going to be the which one is it? Mystical House, Noble Tavern. Alright, you will get access to this particular banner. I believe all of these banners should be there. Alright, you have the all hero recruitment, you have the epic recruitment, you have the Stargate station, and you have the raid up recruitment. So there's that, right? So the truth is, when you come here, it's going to take about 40 minutes, right? And the first 10 rolls, if you plan to reroll, basically the first 10 rolls, you are guaranteed a character called Cisia, and she's going to be a very strong character. She's a very strong damage dealer, and she's very good early on. She's definitely going to be one of the better characters that's going to stick you in the longest time ever. So everybody is going to get her for the first 10 PT. And then the second 20 pulls, you will basically be able to obtain between these three characters: Rowan, Hewin, or Smokey and Murky. Now I'm a big Rowan fan. Alright, if you guys are not aware, let me show you guys my account. I have been using him for the longest time. I think Rowan is a very strong healer. Alright, so definitely very helpful in that sense. I do think that Rowan might be one of the better characters. Alright, so you can see he basically provides energy, will be able to do a lot of things, and he can also heal allies. He's one of the better healer, but I believe all three of the characters that you get on 20 pulls regardless are going to be very strong. These are all healers. As you can see, they are somewhat within the same rank, within the same tier. Hewin is apparently a decent healer as well. Smokey and Murky is also a very good support that can heal. So all of them are within the same role. Alright, so you're not going to be able to, like, you're not handicapped if you obtain one of the other, right? But the truth is, as you can see, like, you do get one of these Legendary Plus, Mythic Plus, Supreme Plus. The more dupes you get, the more enhanced some of these skills get, right? So the truth is, in AFK journey, a lot of these characters, it doesn't matter their rarity, they will be able to reach the same max rarity. Alright, so rarity don't matter in this game in terms of either is A rank or S rank. At the end of the day, they will be able to reach the maximum of, in this case, Supreme Plus. So you gotta slowly level them up. The difference is for the S rank character, you basically start off with like a certain rank, right? So and also in the gacha. So in the gacha, you will be able to basically, let me show you guys the gacha system, which is this one. So you will be able to obtain the characters in a certain way where the pool, the percentage for the A level hero is going to be 10%. Alright, so if you guys are not aware, and the rate up hero is going to be 3%. There's a wishlist system as well, pretty cool. I do think that that's going to be extremely beneficial. First rate up character is going to be Vala. Now, I'm not sure what is the plan generally for most players in most cases, because a lot of these wishlist characters, they are going to include 4 of these classes, which is the Lightbearer, Mauler, Wilder, and Gravebond. Now, the problem is these character classes are the common ones, and you will eventually get plenty of this. You want to be able to get the other 2 classes, which is going to be this particular one. Let me bring the official website. This one, Celestial and Hypogen. Now, what is this Celestial and Hypogen? Basically, if you play Nikkei, basically I can relate to that game, hopefully be able to explain better. these are like the pilgrim classes. They are harder to obtain, they are way stronger, seems to be more meta, and they are harder to basically get. So if you can get the Celestial Dionel or Scarlita, and also the Burial and Rainer, these are the characters that, you know, for now you don't really see them right here, right? So you basically, you're not able to obtain them from this particular class. So I hope that, you know, in the future they will be able to release characters for those. Basically right now, you are basically rerolling for the characters that are so-called, you know, if you play Nikkei, this is like the Missilis Tetra, Elysian stuff. You're not basically getting the Pilgrim stuff, which is, you know, maybe they'll have that specific banner in the future. So the truth is, early on, rerolling probably doesn't matter that much. If you are going to play in the long run, it probably won't matter as much in this particular game, it feels like, because you can't get these characters yet for the Hypogean and the Celestial character banners. So maybe that will happen later on, and maybe players that join later on will be able to reroll for these particular character banners. But for now, if you are rerolling, you're basically rerolling for the Lightbearer, Wilder, Mauler, and Graveborn. And the truth is, obtaining characters in this game is actually pretty easy. I'm gonna be real with you guys. The character rates are not that bad. You can see 3% for this rate up character hero. And then if you go to the all hero recruitment, this one is 2.05%. And there's one more banner, epic recruitment, that is going to be 5.22%, right? And you can basically even select a wish list for every one of these to basically choose who you want to appear, so that you can basically target it easier, right? You can select the characters that you want to appear here. I will try to make a wishlist guide, of course, but to answer the question, if you are rerolling, is it worth it for general players to reroll? Probably not. Alright, this is not that game that I would say rerolling is going to give you the tangible upper hand benefit, but for the time being, if you still want to reroll for fun, I mean, obviously you can go for that. So the truth is, if you look at the Pridwen's guide, they did mention that CCR, you get her on the first 10 pulls, and then for the second pull, second 20 pull, you can get between Rowan, Herwin, Smokey, and Murky, which is going to be decent, right? Now the reroll method depends. For now, they haven't tested the salted method. So salted is like adding your email to +1, +2, +3. So they do recommend if you use emulator, it's going to be much more easier because you can make multi-instance. I'm sure you guys are aware of that method, right? So that's going to be probably the best method to reroll, so you get the best out of everything. So based on this particular test client called the PTR, you can see they did try clearing the cache and stuff, but it doesn't work. A clear cache on emulator worked, but it didn't on the phone, which is very interesting. So apparently if you reroll on the phone, it's going to be a little bit difficult. So you can also use email hopping, which is, you know, just make a bunch of emails. If you guys happen to have that, that's going to be the best method, I would say, if you care about reroll a lot. So right now you can see if you are rerolling, right, this is going to be the Journey's gift. They do give this out, which is pretty cool. Every single day, the first 7 days, you do get 10 of these tickets, and then on day 7 you get a selector that you can choose Rowan again. If you don't obtain Rowan yet, you can basically choose Rowan, but I do highly recommend to try to get Rowan on the 20th pull, so you can choose the other characters from here. The other 3 are pretty strong actually. Maybe not the Lion Dude. The Lion Dude is like a bit weird, right? But regardless, if you look right here, they did recommend you to reroll for a defender. Let me see. So somewhere here, you get Laika for free. She's part of the pre-registration. She's actually pretty strong. Highly recommend you guys to build her. But 20 pulls, you get Rowan, Smokey, and Murky, Herwin. Now, if you are rerolling, they do recommend you to reroll for a tank. And in this case, Tauren, he is going to be slightly harder to obtain. Alright, Tauren is going to be a character that I'm not super familiar with. I am more of a Granny abuser, because I have been using Granny for the longest time ever. I've been using her to my advantage, but I can see, you know, Tauren is this guy right here. Apparently he's going to be a very, very interesting one. So let's have a look at his skills. So Tauren, regarded as one of the best defender, one of the best tank in the game that you can obtain early on. What is he capable of? If you look carefully, he does have, you know, he can do damage, which is pretty cool. He also have life drain. Alright, which is life steal, so you will be able to heal yourself up pretty insane as well if you think as for a tank, right? Now he also has some ability right here. Again, very unique drain HP ability, and he can revive himself. This is what makes him really strong, right? He basically has 2 lives, so if he dies, he will be able to revive himself with 40% HP. Alright, level 2 50% and level 3 60%. Although it can only trigger once per battle, obviously you don't want him to be too broken. It does give you an edge in PvP if you think about it. If you are trying to be more serious, maybe in story you don't really need that ability, but in PvP it does give you an edge because you have a tank that has 2 lives. Alright, so something to consider, right? Now his normal attack can also provide energy recovery, again very important, and of course he will be able to in this case agreeing to take 50% damage for his ally, which is going to be what do you call that? Share damage, alright? Damage sharing with his ally. Again, very strong tank. I do think that Granny, in a way, is also a very strong contender if you're looking for a decent tank. So Granny summons a grass around the area, which basically sort of like stops the movement of the characters, everyone in track, and they are not able to move around, which I think is pretty cool. Alright, she also has the ability to heal a little bit, right? Deals damage equal to 15%. Reduce the enemy's haste, and she has taunt. Alright, that's pretty cool as well. For a tank, you ideally want that particular skill, but overall I do think that, you know, I'm more experienced with Granny, but Torrent seems to be a very strong contender for a defender. If you are looking to reroll, probably he's going to be the best candidate, you know, for the time being, right? Since everybody is gonna get Cisia on the first 10 pulls, and man, she looks really good. She's a very interesting character. She does summon the, what is that? One of the golems out. And I do think that is a very cool ability, right? The Mr. Carley. I wonder if you can show it right here. You can't. Can you actually show that she can summon the character? No, you can't really show it. But yeah, Cisia, definitely. Those are the characters that I'll be looking forward to. I'll definitely make a separate video of what I think of the stronger characters that I have experienced myself, alright, give you guys my perspective. But hey, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys are worried about rerolling, I would say you don't really need to do it. Alright, it is going to be a pretty easy head start, and considering that, you know, most of the characters you are able to obtain easily anyways, you know, I don't think rerolling is gonna give you the extra head start compared to players that don't reroll, because it does take quite a bit of time, 30 to 40 minutes per reroll. So something to consider. Alright, with that being said, that's gonna be it for this video. Subscribe, give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.